Are we live?
We're live.
Hey, I have a new line. Hey, welcome to the Westmouth Variety ShYo, but I have a new line. All systems yo. And that was from Kelly Ross.
You know, at least I'm
One day she said that, and from that point, I was like, that just rolls off the tongue.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, hey, thanks for joining us now or in the future, because that's how we do. And guest today, Cameron Blackburn.
What's up? That's
Cameron
me.
Blackburn. What's up?
He looks there.
What's up?
We're very sophisticated nowadays with 2 cameras. For our faithful followers, we are now on episode 43.
Oh, yeah.
Did I get the number right?
You did, yeah.
I
Absolutely.
was trying to kick back and look like I knew what I was talking about.
I got you. I got you. No worries. I got you.
For everyone that wants to start a podcast, I would just like you to know, whatever the content is, 43 is a lot.
I was just thinking that. I was like, dude, that's like, if we get it every week, that's pretty much a full year.
That's right.
Of different content.
And there's no way we've been able to manage this every week. Please go try and do a nonsensical podcast every week where you have to actually be in the seat live to do the show. Yeah. Not a pre-recorded mix show and all that stuff. You can do that on your own time and fit it in your schedule. But try to do it when it's got other people's schedules. You got to get to their live
broadcasted time.
Super fun. But it is fun.
It's wrangling cats. That's what it is. Cat wrangling.
Cat wrangling. Unicorn wrangling. I found this today.
Ooh.
It's a unicorn.
Where'd you find it?
On the ground? Look around yourself.
Oh, you found it in here. I think you're walking the street, you're like, unicorn on the ground.
I should say I refound it. So real quick before I do, let me give a quick, or let you give a quick intro on what you do, man.
Oh, cool. So I'm sure we can dive into some other stuff deeper.
And then we'll do our events news thing and come back to that.
So I own and operate a sock store here in Pacific Beach, just actually down the road from here. Right now, wearing fun socks. So I pretty much in the daytime sling socks by the beach, and
it's the fun sock episode.
We're all about the fun socks.
Wait, let's see your socks.
Okay.
Yours.
Me?
Yours.
Okay.
What do you got?
Mine is can you see that?
No.
This is one of my favorite pairs.
Turn it. There you go. There you go. We just see the bottom of your foot.
Oh.
It's dirty. It's dirty. Get that
clean
out of my way.
It's a clean sock. Can you see in this camera?
Yeah, you can see
there we go. There we go. Okay, now I just
got them both in the same camera.
Yeah, both the same camera. So there you go.
I don't have socks on. I've got.
Mine's
no, I gotta change that. Are those socks from my store?
No.
Because I've sold that sock before. That's why I was like,
they're not from your store.
Well, I need to change that. Okay, so yeah, I own and operate a sock store, and in the nighttime, I'm also a resident DJ for SD Union, drum and bass crew out here / United by Bass, who just do house and techno. So I do that in the nighttime, but predominantly I own and operate a store. Used to do wellness and fitness and stuff, but I kind of pushed that all aside for now, and I'm just doing the whole business entrepreneurship. So it's super fun, really exciting. It's different.
It's great.
Yeah, love it.
We're going to talk a lot more about socks. I promised that we would talk more about socks, and I'm going to throw socks at Cameron.
Whoa!
I came prepared.
You threw socks at me.
You're slinging socks.
They're all clean. The quiz is going to be. All right. I know that socks are riveting, folks. And they are. Like, if you follow me from the old school, you might remember when I used to post, like, when I was traveling around a ton, I would, like, get on an airplane, take a picture of my socks, post it on Instagram.
Oh, that's dope.
That was, like, all I could, like, do.
How long ago was that?
He's got a collection.
Yeah, not like 100 years ago.
Well, you know, maybe. Well, if it was even 5 years ago, that's really ahead of the curve. You know what I mean?
Maybe Agent 137 can hop on Instagram and trace back while we're talking and see how far back those were.
Oh my God.
It might have been 3 years. It would be great to get a rating from the sock professional as to how early of an adopter I was on socks. Sock life.
Seems like you're already an adapter if you're posting that on Instagram. Your socks,
dude.
You know what I mean? People barely do that.
He's got a serious sock collection,
my friend.
Perfect. Love it.
Let's see a couple things. Hey, there's a new website in town. What is the name of that website? It's yobigoryohome.com. Check it out.
That's awesome.
I've combined all the stuff into there. So go check it out, including this podcast will be on there. And I was telling Cameron a little bit ago, we went to get the beers across the street, by the way, folks, just walked. The Juice Radio podcast, finally started that. So 1 episode there. People are having fun listening to that. At least they tell me they are.
Yeah, that's a super fun mix. I like it.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. And I've been busy.
Very different too. Different from the usual.
Then Fat Larry, the Wes Smith versus Fat Larry's band. That's some mashups, really remixes, basically. The way I do mashups, not like taking the 2 songs and sticking them together, like basically redoing the whole thing. So, so that's what Kelly was joking about when we first came on for her gig tonight. She might play a little Wes Smith versus Fat Larry's band.
You do.
There's a fine picture of me circulating out there with some 70s jacket and butterfly collared shirt.
Beautiful.
And those were a lot of fun. There's 4 of those. You can go YoBig or YoHome.com, hit the download. I try to make this as easy as possible, folks. Right on the front page, it just says download.
Click.
No menus, no nothing.
Just
you have 2 options, folks. You can hit download or you can enter the site. And I thought, for me, that was kind of funny because I do all my own website work. So I thought it was kind of funny, like, because back in the day when I was first, I was working with other like nerd friends of mine, and they would do the websites because it was like pretty technical thing to do like a basic website, right?
Right.
And you remember how, like, you may or may not remember, but hey, chime in. But there used to always be this thing like where you would hit the page and then it would always be enter here.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like, oh,
go in here. Do you want to enter here? It's like, well, that's the site that I searched.
There was never like a concept of like landing on like a news page or like nowadays it's common homepage, right? You land and it's like favorite products and it's like totally like remarketing and retargeting you, and it's like all the shit you like right there, like Amazon, whatever, right? Anyway, so I went old school and put an enter site link on there. And also did that because I know that a lot of people just want free music. And so I was like, just if that's why you're here, it's awesome. And I'll see you out there on the road sometime. That's it.
I like it.
And if you find yourself, listening to a lot of music from the site or playing a lot somewhere, and you think to yourself, I've never bought a song from this guy. Don't be afraid. Run over to Beatport. Soon, some of the crafty viewers and listeners may notice in the top right, there's a donate link on the menu once you're in. There's nothing there now, but there will be. And I'm going to take everything. I mean, I'm going to take credit cards, Bitcoin, Litecoin.
Any coin.
You want to send me some ADA, some Patientory, crypto bananas, whatever. I'll take it. I will find a way. Trust me. So that's what I've been working on since like November, folks. And one more on Juice, on that label, Juice Recordings, the first Juice Night Out compilation. Not really a compilation because I did all the tracks. So that's coming out. But there will be others that have collabs with other people on them, just not the first one. And so that's out the door and probably more coming. That is, I want to say that's all I have for news, but that was a lot.
That was a lot of news.
Yeah.
I like that.
As I'm live Instagramming, am I sharing my screen right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you see all the socks? Look, there's a cute picture of us. Liked it.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
Represent Giovanna.
Yeah. So yeah, you definitely have. Oh, look, there's another one. Hey, we'll like that one.
Hey.
That was in Florida.
Yep.
But you definitely have some socks on here. Like we're going back to like 2015. Look at this.
Oh dang, dude! Yeah.
When did that? 2015.
2015.
We're 2.5 solid years.
I mean, that's longer than we've been doing the variety show.
Wow.
So
yeah, you were definitely like one of the first, media adapters of Sock Game.
That's right.
He's ahead of the arch.
So to all the professional podcasters that tune in and listen to this, I like to have a little fun in general. and I really like to have fun with. Do you listen to many podcasts?
Some, not a whole lot.
It's okay, man. I'm not going to test you on them.
Right.
I'm not going to test you on them. But I do think it's funny because like some of the ones I listen to, particularly if they're anything financial, which is usually cryptocurrency stuff or maybe real estate stuff, they're like, they always have all these disclaimers at the beginning. And I just like to say,
I saw
folks,
that last time.
let me remind you, this is not trading advice, investing advice, or really any advice. And if you look at this room and you take anything here and make a decision that may or may not have a positive or negative outcome on your life, I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't. But I hope you have fun. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
All right.
Cheers.
So what are we drinking today? It's time for, I believe it's time for an unofficial sponsor.
Oh, this is perfect. I
This
love
is
it.
the unofficial sponsor
Love it.
section of the show.
Perfect.
And Cameron, he picked the unofficial sponsor today. So what is it?
Today, we're drinking some Soul Style IPA from
Fantastic.
Flash. You see that?
It's bright. It's tropical.
Yeah, it's got that citrusy vibe.
You can Google it.
Yeah.
We'll hold it up to Cameron. We'll hold it up to Cameron's
There you
camera.
go.
Yeah.
That's too far away from me.
Green Flash, we love you.
Yeah, it's really good. Solid IPA.
Feel free to send it on over.
By the cases.
We bought it from Chris Cola's Liquor. Big shout out to Chris Cola's Liquor too.
Battleship might be looking for a sponsor or to sponsor.
we're bringing Battleship back.
You are bringing that back.
Either of us knew how long it had been since the last time either of us had played Battleship. So
Since the last time you sunk someone's battleship? Okay.
This game hasn't even been unwrapped.
this is like
I stopped at Aldi the other day and they had all the classic games for like $4.99.
where
$4.99.
$4.99.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean you heard it first. I know the inside trade on the board games.
Before anybody makes fun of me, like I own the original copy of this game.
It looks original. I look
Well, I did get it off eBay. I'm not sure how old it is actually. I mean, I did get it off eBay.
1984.
Well, since it's
I'm sure you could go to like a garage sale and get.
Well, this episode could actually double as how you ever see these unboxing episodes on like YouTube and whatever.
Oh, yeah, we
Get excited with that shit.
We're like, yo, what's
So
inside?
we're gonna hashtag this vintage Battleship unboxing.
Got paper
And
instructions.
again, folks, if it's not vintage, don't get too upset. This is not official advice. All right. Ages 7+. I think Cameron's in charge of directions.
Okay, I'm in charge. Yeah, I
don't
think
qualify.
both of us also didn't remember how to play this game.
I think it's pretty easy.
It's pretty simple, but
Hey, can I bring it back? While you're doing that? Why don't you?
Also, I just get red.
Oh yeah.
Even you didn't ask me if I wanted blue or red.
What would you like, guest?
No, I want red.
Red?
I want red.
Good. All right.
So while you're unwrapping all that, why don't you tell us about your next events?
Ooh.
Yeah, what's going on with you? Socks, music, whatever, man.
Oh,
Tell
a
us
couple
what's
of
coming.
things. Oh, I recently DJ'd at Spin Nightclub. I was direct support for Tantrum Desires and drum and bass. That was end of January. Yeah, that was really cool for me to do. Haven't done direct support before, and also some of my favorite artists.
Tell the viewers what that means. What does direct support mean?
So like basically, I was the person DJing right before the headliner. So I was playing 12:30 to 1:30 in the morning, and then the headliner came on at 1:30 and closed it out. So that was a really cool experience for me. So that was my latest gig that I had booked. But being that I'm a resident DJ with SD Union, we do throw drum and bass events, sometimes monthly, but kind of every other month. So our next one's going to be March 9th. Yeah, March 9th. So we got an event coming up at Spin Nightclub. And so we have, I think it's Critical Music is having like a little mini tour. And we have one local artist playing. And after that is, I throw a techno show with United by Bass. I have to remember. I don't remember who it is.
I did not know that. What's that one?
It's oh man, I don't even know the name. I just found out about it. But it's also at Spin. Most of our events are at Spin.
Is that the one with Butch coming up?
It is. That's it. It's Butch. So yeah, Butch, and then basically a lot of my crew is like playing like A-Blow and Cole.
I'm an unofficial
Right, I'm unofficial,
United by
official,
Bass.
right. Right, Bayside, yeah, I would say so. And then West Coast Weekenders coming up in May, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I DJ'd that last year, but this year I'm just, being part of the event, and I'm doing the retail relations. So any kind of vendor that's going to be there I'm their point of contact.
Nice.
Whether it's applications, things they need, and then the day of the shows or the days of the show, going around making sure they have, power and food and bathroom breaks and that kind of stuff. So making all those people happy. So I'm handling that. So there's just some musical events coming up in my life. As far as the business goes, we are so busy all the time. It's pretty cool. We just launched our website on Thanksgiving, so I'm doing the website stuff, all the inventory and featuring items.
Where's that? Where can they find
so
music stuff real quick first? Give those URLs.
Okay. So my Instagram is just at BurnCam. All my media is just at BurnCam. My SoundCloud is soundcloud.com/burn_cam. I just changed it up a little bit for that one. But my Facebook is also just /BurnCam. And if you also go to Facebook and just type in your SC Union, we will find out all those event pages on there as well. And for the techno and house shows, just go into United by Bass on Facebook or on Instagram. Those are just both the handles for those. All the events will be on the pages there. And
do you DJ as, what's your DJ name?
So yeah, it is BurnCam. Yeah,
BurnCam.
so that is my DJ name.
That makes sense.
Yeah, right. All my stuff is BurnCam. Right, my last name Blackburn, first name Cameron.
There we go.
That's clever.
I like
clever
it.
makeup, and I like fire. So my little in the BurnCam, the U is a little flame.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my jam.
I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
Yeah, I actually used to DJ house music, and kind of segued into drum and bass.
Interesting.
So that's kind of why I still kind of dabble with both.
All right.
But kind of sticking more so to drum and bass as far as what I like to showcase my
I have one drum and bass story.
Tell me.
From DJing. Ever.
No,
it's a good story. So back when I used to live in DC, one time I used to work at a record store called Music Now, and that record store became, the quick history, that record store was owned by some people that threw a lot of club stuff and were really like pioneers in the rave scene, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Basically like, at the time kind of East Coast equivalents of maybe like someone like Pasquale, who's behind EDC, or was before he sold it or whatever. And so anyway, I worked there at their store, a lot of fun, and got all the new music and stuff. And then I DJ'd for them. But anyway, the V Recordings tour came through town.
Oh, nice.
And they would always have people that worked at the store, other local DJs, play like slots, like you were saying, direct sport. So I'm up there, and they're like, hey. They literally called me. I mean, I worked at the store, so I knew like all the music, but I didn't play drum and bass. And they were like, and that was a real finicky kind of thing. Maybe it is now. I don't know. I'm not like, I don't work at a store, so I don't. I don't see the so much that aspect of the culture part of the DJ so much. But anyway, it was definitely like a thing where like if you weren't drum and bass for life, dude, like it didn't matter if you played drum and bass, you were not invited. It was kind of like that. But the funny part was that I worked at the store, and so somebody canceled. I don't know what happened. Maybe someone off the tour or whatever.
Right.
But I was a good, trusted DJ, technically, and I knew all the music. So the owner of the store calls me up. He's like, hey, dude, I'm like taking a nap, man. I'm done for the night. I remember he calls me up. It's like 8 o'clock. He's like, hey, can you come play the V Recordings tour? I'm like,
no way.
I'm like, when? He's like, tonight. I'm like, dude. And I was like, of course, sure. So I'm like, it's drum and bass, right? Just because I wanted to make sure, like, he wanted me to play drum and bass. He's like, yeah, it's like Jumpin' Jack Frost or someone. It was like either Brian G or Jumpin' Jack Frost.
Yeah, Brian G.
Yeah, so like, hey, come, substitute for him. I'm like, cool. So I get there and I'm playing. Here's the funny part. So I'm playing, and somebody comes up, and they all thought I was Diesel Boy, and the way that my hair was cut at the time. If you go back and look at pictures of me at that time and Diesel Boy at that time, like he didn't have any like side shave or mohawks or none of that at the time. It was like it was like like a Caesar haircut, kind of. Like, that's what we all had. It was like the DJ haircut, dude. And like if someone, I know he's coming soon, so that's why I was. That's why I even thought of the story the other day, because there was a contest to tell a story about drum and bass or something.
It's actually for that show on March 9th.
Yeah,
be there.
That's
funny.
So I posted the short version of that story.
Oh,
that I got mistaken for.
Actually.
But yeah, kids kept coming up and they're like, "Hey, DJ boy!" They're like, "Yo, Damien," because they were like, it's cool to like know the dude's real name. Yo, Damien. I was like, "Yo, what's up?" Yo,
you're like, I got to remember that.
Not even Damien, dude.
But at the same time, you're not gonna crush that person who thinks they just met.
And I was busy DJing on vinyl, brother. So that's like, you don't have time to be all,
Actually, on this person,
okay.
So everybody who's maybe, let's say, everybody who hasn't had any like music scene experience prior to, let's say, the internet, not the internet in general, but like, the social media boom internet, right? Like let's say 10 years, let's call it.
That was more buzzword before.
Yeah. So if you go try to find a bunch of pictures from before that time, they aren't there of DJs. Not a lot of them. And the reason why is because you had to have an analog camera or a big clunky digital, and then it took forever to like edit them and post them and all that.
We knew better.
No phone photos going on, none of that. And so they don't exist, man. And you didn't have time.
Right.
There's no time, dude, to be up there. Like you're trying to. It's like a minute trying to find the record.
Get your film camera
put that
out,
shit on,
right?
and it'd be like even the best of the best. It would take 10 seconds at least to beat match, and that's if they already kind of knew everything planned out.
Right.
But you still had to fuck with like the finicky turntable or the beer that got spilled in it or whatever. So Kelly knows what's up.
Uh-huh.
You ever play?
No. Never.
Dude, that's what
I was.
That's what you start doing in here is setting up some turntables.
Yeah, I went into it on this all digital forefront. Everything was buttons. I was tractor only.
Kind of like controllerism.
Just
like
just from the start, because it was really affordable.
Yeah.
A couple $100, I could do everything 4-deck CDJs could do.
It's
but like
amazing
without like actually beat matching and like,
Yeah.
But I got one of those.
What did you start with?
Newmark, those Newmark,
like the
$100. It's like $100.
Okay.
And it has 2 jog wheels, like a tempo fader, and like a play button.
Right.
And it's just like the most. It feels like you could shake. It's like nothing inside. It's like it's like nothing. It's like light as feather. But I started with that, then I got some.
How long ago was that?
Ooh, like 2011 or 12.
Well, I mean, look, I think it's cool. And as much as I joke around about stuff like with turntables and CDJs and Ableton and all that, like, and I talk about a number of different things I've tried, failed, some success, whatever. But as much as I joke around about some of that stuff, I do think it's important because there are especially some really young listeners here because of the video game stuff I've done, and like they just want to get into stuff. And as much as I may laugh about certain things or whatever, I think those things are a great way to get started.
Totally.
For the reasons you said.
Totally.
And there should be no shame in how you get started.
Oh, no. I mean, I literally, to give some people some, like, hope on their first DJ shows.
Yeah.
Literally, my first show, I brought a PC computer.
Right on.
Plus this freaking plastic thing I had, this Newmark mixer, 2 jog wheels, and this controller. I took up a whole table.
So did that like plug into your
computer?
And they were like, the sound guy was like, oh Christ, another controller guy.
Literally, I came with like a box with like a little dolly, my PC tower, and then my screen, which was massive screen. And at the time I thought it was super cool. I had like a pen that was my mouse. So I had a pen mouse.
Oh, right.
And I had like this other controller, and like they're all plugging all these cords in. I'm just like,
dude, that's like the other day I was at the coffee shop. And my mom's been visiting for like 2 months. So there's like, that's why, if anyone's wondering why my Instagram feed is like jammed up with pictures of me and my mom, it's because every morning we meet for coffee at 9 o'clock. Like we pick a different coffee shop and we go there for the week, to just support the local coffee shops kind of thing. And she gets to know the people that run them that awesome. I know. And it's fun. And but we were there the other day and I saw this laptop sitting over there, some dude and his girl at the other, like another table. And he's got like a trackball, like old school trackball, but wireless. And I'm like, yeah, dude. Cause I love me a trackball, man. And when those came out, like the end of the mouse for me, man. I was like, trackball is the jam, you know, because you could leave your hand still. You didn't have to move.
Yeah.
It was all the thumb, man. You got good with the thumb moving that ball, dude. It was awesome. All right, so before we lose sight of the battleship,
I have one question.
Please, Kelly.
Yes.
So when one provides direct support to Tantrum, what do you start with? Like, what's the tune that you?
Okay, so that was actually something that I was debating up until that moment.
Right.
So
Yeah,
you know,
share the philosophy.
He's like very high energy. You know, I actually went to like Let It Roll in Prague in August, the drum and bass festival, all drum and bass. Woo. And he was headlining the jump up stage, and it was very jump up style, kind of like all bangers. It was like really cool. So my last experience was holy dang, this guy like throws down.
Which he's not usually jump up either, so.
Right, so I was like a little confused why he was headlining the jump up stage. It wasn't like all jump up, but it was like kind of jump uppy. Anyways, that was different. So like I really didn't know what he was gonna bring to the table. I just knew it was gonna be high energy, but I didn't want to overstep my bounds as far as like the energy that I brought to the table. So I was kind of hoping that there was that etiquette of other DJs kind of setting up the dance floor and kind of grooving and slowly building that energy throughout the night. So I had planned on, you know, I had an array of music that was built for that, you know, like progressive energy building, you know, a couple nice hard hitters, but mostly just really high energy danceable stuff. But when I got there, oh man, bangers were being thrown. Nobody was dancing. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, the first time I'm playing later in the day, like this is my setup. I was like, okay. All right, it's cool. Like the music was good music, but it was like really intense for like the time. And the next person came on and did the same exact thing, and I'm like, okay, two people back to back. No one's dancing yet. It's like 11:30, and I'm like, oh my God, no one's dancing. Okay, then it changed out to another group of DJs who I DJ with a couple of times. JS2, husband and wife. They're pretty cool. They just started from the beginning. Super mellow stuff, just reset everything and really built up the energy. And by the time they were done, it was kind of where I expected the energy to be. You know, 100 more people were on the dance floor. It was packed. The roof balcony that I have at Spin was full. Strobes were going. You know, people's hands were in the air and stuff. So I was able to just kind of hop in and just kind of start with some nice higher energy music, some like Shock One and Dimension and stuff like that. I played some like neuro funk and some like heavy roller stuff, like some Noisia and upbeats and stuff like that. So it was really cool. I got to play
Did you record the set?
No. Well, the thing was, I was planning on it. I walked up and they're like, hey, by the way, this CDJ is not working at all. This one's freezing, and the other two like kind of aren't really working that great. They're just clicking, and I like so them work. They're like, well, these are the best two. We're gonna take the other two out and get two new ones. And I was like, okay. So that was kind of like my.
I think we may have to have you recreate the set and put it out on Juice Radio. Yeah,
that would be really fun. So it was a lot of fun for me. I was actually able to be in the moment the whole time. The very, very, very end, second to last song, the CDJ like froze. It was kind of weird. It was kind of like this, like it was like looping itself with the looping on. So I was like, and I was like I was spinning the jog wheel and it wasn't going anywhere. So I had this like moment of fear where these songs like weren't matching up, and I was like, you know, they're like turned on in 2 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, these songs aren't mashing up. And he's coming on in like 2 minutes. Like, this is not good.
Yeah.
Somebody's spitting, and finally it starts working, and it was all gravy. And you know, he came up to me and was like, said like 5 words. He was just like, that was a good job. And I was like, oh my God, my favorite, my favorite. I'm like really super hard over him.
God,
and he's just like, yeah, like, you want a pair of socks?
I sell socks.
He's like, you know, give me a firm handshake, and then he kind of just, you know, did his thing. But that was amazing. That was awesome, like dude. Check off my bucket list. That's awesome. Yeah, cool. It was really cool.
I have a CDJ story.
Tell me.
I have many, but related to what you just said, with that triggered it is that getting stuck. It's Burning Man CDJ story. Yeah, dude. I was playing at Duck Pond. This was just this last year, and they always have good equipment, good sound, and they have a thing plugs in a couple art cars, and it ends up being this big block party. In fact, if you want to see a picture of what the carnival that this looks like, go to the Yo Baker Yo Home ESPN.com front page, and when you'll see it flip through, and there's one that looks like you're at a carnival, and that's the view from the duck pond. So out of like 6 pictures, you can't miss it. It's like all the super bright lights at Burning Man type stuff. Anyway, so I'm playing after this guy. He kills it. This guy Chris, and he does a great job. A lot of bass house, a lot of fun. It was good energy level for me to come right after. And like I play one song, and then he walks off, and somehow like I couldn't get any of the pitch controls to work. I couldn't figure out what happened. And I mean, I have CDJ. I mean, I know those things fairly well, you know, and I could not get that thing. So I had the other guy come back over, looked at it, couldn't figure it out. He walks away. Another guy comes over, looks at it. There's a picture of us. There's a few pictures of us like both just staring at it, looking all over, trying to figure out what happened. And what it finally was the key lock thing was on, but it was so dusty that the light was covered.
Oh.
So we couldn't see the lights blinking. Yeah.
Just covered in dust.
Yeah. So this is the guy that finally comes over, takes his scarf and like wipes the thing off while we're playing. He's like, dude, and it works.
Done.
And dude, we all were just like, I'm like as red as your battleship thing. Like that was fucking stupid.
Oh, man.
You know,
That's
I'm supposed to know what I'm doing, and it's like,
help me,
oops,
help me, please.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. But I mixed like 2 songs with no pitch control. It was pretty fun. Yeah. I mean, I know the you can see the BPMs and stuff. So it wasn't that bad, but yeah, it was pretty funny. I was just doing like this. And there's like definitely like 4 or 5 people that know me pretty well that were right up front kind of, and they're like, dude, what's up? Pitch control's broken? I'm like, yep. And I'm like doing this, like trying to keep it going like this, just doing this while it's playing. So everybody listen, yeah, you can. Those old school vinyl skills help. You're like, oh, no pitch control? Cool, man. I'll just get this thing going.
Just spinning it. It's cool.
Just flip it into turntable mode and go. All right, man. What's awesome on your show? Cool, dude.
Yes. Thank you.
I think you deserve to get hit with another sock, dude.
Oh, what is? I gotta inspect this one. Yes.
Before we jump into
it's got a hole in it.
All right.
I feel like this is awesome because you guys are playing and I can see both of your boards.
Yeah, we planned it that way. You can see who's cheating. That's right, y'all. So, we did that on purpose so y'all could tell if we're cheating.
I bring some of my favorite socks and I would tell a funny story about some of them.
Do you have any tequila? You can do
real quick. Battleship rules. I read them. So the top thing is
the misses, right?
That's your what do they call it? They have a name for it. Specifically, as long as we're being specific, dude, it's your target grid.
Oh, it's my target grid.
And then your bottom is your ocean grid, where your boats are or your ships, as they may be. Right. So I can't see what you have, but everybody else can. So if you're cheating, that's bad.
I'm honest player, don't worry.
The big thing on the left, ship storage.
Oh, well, I was actually hoping.
If you don't put them there, everything breaks. The small bin on the front right, red pegs. Okay, as you'll see, there's less of them. This is why this is for 7 and up, folks. But you could always cut out this portion as a tutorial for your children. And then we purposely did not cuss during this 1-minute section. White peg storage is bottom right. And that's kind of it, dude. And I think basically the rules for the basic game, your fleet is set up. We're facing each other. We got that part.
That's right. Done and done.
This is the modern version, so there's webcams to ensure there's no cheating. For all my cryptocurrency fans, this is the double ledger, right? We can't cheat. This is blockchain for Battleship. The nerds will know what that means.
That's good.
That's right. And then I think what you do is like, do you remember how to play it? You call it shots.
I'm pretty sure if I go like A1 and you got to say like hit or miss.
Player with the red kit goes first.
I knew I was a good choice.
See, they have chosen for you. You do not get to choose, folks. Red kit first. Then you alternate, taking one shot at a time. Blue, red, blue, red. We got that.
Clear.
Shot is made by calling a letter and a number to locate. It's so funny how this is like, this is probably why I like spreadsheets. I played this as a kid. It's probably why we all like spreadsheets.
Because like we basically, this is the most basic version of Excel.
It totally is, right? I just realized that's what's going on here. That's weird, dude. And if you just tell them, hit miss, that's it. And then you do your thing, right?
Am I supposed to track your misses? What's the point of this?
That's the top grid. That was the target grid. So I think
only if I put the
right.
hit,
So if I say no or hit or miss, then you put red or white up there.
Oh, only red or white one. Got
Down here is just
just hits.
Only a hit for a red. Yeah, that's right. And then I don't know, man. It's a spreadsheet, dude. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out as we go.
Back to our non-battleship and music things. Did I show this yet? You were interested. Kelly, can you get a whiff of that, a view of that?
I see
That's the West Coast Weekender flyer.
Yes.
It's a poster, so it's pretty big.
Keep it up.
I'm trying to get it as close to that thing as I
There's
can.
a lot of writing on it.
Do you know the website for them? It's probably on the flyer.
I think it just might be westcoastweekender.com.
Yeah, check out westcoastweekender.com or westcoastweekender, .net or West Coast Weekender San Diego.
It's one of those.
It's May 3rd through 6th. It's a lot of fun. If you're thinking about coming to San Diego, it's a good time to do it. San Diego is a huge, tourist destination. So I think there's plenty of hotels and places to stay. It's not like,
totally,
that conference is not big enough to be a problem for like getting a hotel or flights or stuff like that here.
Yeah. Actually,
it's not like Comic-Con, dude.
I actually think if you go onto the West Coast Weekender event page, the co-founder, Jessica, she's been posting all these crazy Southwest deals.
Right.
Like round trip, like less than $100 for some places. And there's also like some hotel options on there. So
yeah, this year it's going to be at the Lafayette.
Yeah.
I got a room, dude. I'm stoked.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah, dude, I was like, I'm just going to get a room.
I'm gonna go as much as I can, except for work.
Yeah.
My business.
Yeah.
I have an event actually that weekend, which is going to suck.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be doing a couple things. But it's going to be really fun, though. Hopefully it's not rainy. Did it rain last year, did it?
It did.
Or was that 2 years ago?
No, it was last year.
Did it rain last year, too?
Yeah. Yeah. Last year was Die Hard support year on Sunday at Balboa Park.
I didn't go on Sunday.
Yeah, it was raining, dude.
I went on Saturday.
They did a great job, though. They brought out a big, backup sort of tent thing. And, it was able to work for the people that were there. Of course, they have the inside part as well.
Right.
The house was going on there, drum and bass was outside. But, yeah, it worked.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys can come, make it out.
I'm sure that's not what they wanted to happen last year, but,
right?
But they did a great job of handling it. So point being, you can come here. It's May, and the weather's usually beautiful during that time. Don't be put off by the whole May gray thing. You get a couple days, maybe, whatever.
It's San Diego.
It's always better than most other places that you are.
In the whole world.
Wherever you are, it's probably better than that.
that.
Yeah, May gray, June gloom. Those are just ways for us to complain about like the 2 days a year we get.
That's not 75 sunny blue sky.
Yeah. Like I went for a 4-mile run today, and it was like at 3:00, I think I did that, and it was like 65, sunny, awesome for running. Yeah.
February 15th.
That's right. Yes. So go, man. Take a pick.
Man. D4?
Miss.
Oh, you had me. Actually, I was like, wow, that's just that land that first try. Am I a genius?
That's a miss. Just making sure everybody heard that. Everyone's looking like, dude, he's lying. That's not cool.
He like moves his ship a little later in the show.
Kelly's gonna call us out. She's like the judge. This is great how this worked out, right? Let's see.
I don't think you can judge Battleship.
I don't think you can. There's not a lot of style points.
But you could be a referee, though.
8, you could be a ref. Yeah.
Be a ref.
I'm going to go with 8D.
8D. That is a miss. Big miss.
Back to socks.
Back to socks.
What'd you bring, dude?
So, first sock. This is just funny to me. It's more our personal story, so I'll kind of give you. So, it's just blue with some stripes with other blue and gold. Yes, if you guys can see that.
I think if you turn it, since if you turn it this way, you get a better view. Yeah,
I like that actually.
Please tell us about these socks.
So I happen to wear these a lot, and it's funny. The other day, so I live with my girlfriend.
Are those cotton?
They are.
I want to get technical, dude.
These are probably like 80-something% cotton. It's by brand Stance, best sock ever made, or trying to be.
I love them. They're great socks.
Great socks, seamless toe. Everything's great.
Yeah.
I have a skinny long feet, so they fit me good.
Cool.
So I'm wearing these socks, and and I have lots of socks. I have probably over 100 pairs of novelty fun socks.
That's more than me.
And my girlfriend was like, "Really? Those ones?" She's like, "You wear those disproportionately to all the other socks."
You wear them all the time.
And I'm wearing them, and I'm like, "You just said they're not cool, and they're like one of my top
They
five."
do look a little bit uncleish. I'm just saying, man. Some of mine are terrible.
You know, and when she said that, though, it kind of brought that realization is like, oh, it's just stripes. I have like SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
But like I love my stripe blue. Blue of all colors. I'm wearing blue right now.
Yeah.
So I mean like she's like, that's basic.
I'm wearing green and yellow.
A little more fun. So that's just funny to me. She thinks they're not even fun at all. I wear them all the time. Now when I wear them, it's almost like a joke. So I'm like, hey, look what I'm wearing now.
Well, I wanted to add, I brought a few samples, not to show, I have some socks to show off, of course, or do maybe the Cameron quiz, but I was going to give a quick overview of socks along with your expert knowledge.
Yes.
So these socks, what would you classify these socks as? What do they look like to you?
So
and are you familiar with this brand? Because I know your sock store and I know like kind of what it's in and what's in it and what it's about, but I'm bringing out
sock guy.
I'm bringing out some sock quiz stuff.
This looks familiar. I don't know what brand this is though.
I have stumped him.
I don't know.
Well, it's not a surprise that I stumped you, but Pearl Izumi is like a cycling clothing.
It's funny. I was just gonna say sock guy is a cycling sock, so I only know of that
it's
one
close.
brand.
It's the same style.
It's basically a cycling sock, which is what I was thinking.
Yeah, I brought some of these #1 because I promised people we would talk about like socks in general, but also your vibe that you're on and your store, and you use the term novelty. I think you use that word. Is that the appropriate word for like the fun socks? You know, and
yeah, this probably would fall under a hybrid of like some novelty, but more like athletic style.
It's like a novelty athletic sock.
Correct.
Okay.
It's got like some stars on it and like some shades. It's not just a solid color.
And this one has that thing in the middle.
Arch.
Folks,
they call it arch support.
Folks, you know what this does though? Do you actually know what it really does? And it does well. This brand anyway.
Tell me.
It keeps the sock from sliding down your foot.
Exactly.
When you run or cycle.
It's funny. They call it arch support, but in reality, it just makes it non-slip.
It's weird. For anybody that's not watching,
that's all you need, right? I mean, it does its job. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like
it kind of grips.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ruffles ridges or something there.
Yeah.
A little elastic, and it does feel tight when you put it on.
It's a ruching. Ruche.
Yeah, so you do feel that when you put it on.
Kelly's got a term for it. What was the term?
Ruching. It's ruching.
What is that? A ruching?
Ruching.
Ruching.
Are you throwing out bullshit, or is this something?
I don't know.
Could you Wikipedia that, please? Because I'm calling bullshit on ruching.
All right, hold on.
Please look that up. While we look at another.
I don't even know how to spell that. Ruching.
Well, that's why I'm calling.
That's why he's calling you out.
That's why I'm calling bullshit on that term. Here's another sock. What do you think about this?
Okay. Definition of ruche from Webster's Dictionary is a pleated, fluted, or gathered strip of fabric used for trimming. So yes, that's what it is.
137 is on the money once again.
Dang.
What do you think of this sock?
This one's heavy duty.
It's heavy duty.
Okay.
Heavy duty.
Let me see it. Let's see it. Okay.
Pretty simple as far as I would not consider this novelty at all.
It's not a sexy sock.
It's not a sexy sock. You are not going to get the ladies with this one.
This is not the Valentine's sock.
This definitely seems like it could be a moisture wicking style of sock.
Ooh.
It is. You're right.
Yeah, it could be a
unofficial sponsor, Drymax.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Drymax. Yeah, that makes sense. Wicking dry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got that same kind of arch band in the center.
Tells you which foot it goes on, left, right.
I did just see that. Yeah, it's seamless toe. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, seamless toe, no bunching in the feet. It's pretty important. It's pretty solid.
I'll tell you why I like these. These are, you could probably use them for a lot of things, but they're specific. They are marketed anyway. I got them through a company that makes my running shoes that I use for marathon running. It was Ultra, Altra, and they sell these. I don't know if they make these, but they sell them. I think Drymax is like a fabric brand, like a technical.
It is. It's like a brand. I think.
It's like a technical fabric. It could be used by anybody.
Correct.
So they may make it and they just market that as part of some licensing or whatever. But anyway, they're cool. Ultra's got their logo on the thing. But yeah, anyway, These are super comfortable, and you're right. They wick a little bit, and they're really comfortable when you're running long distance.
Yeah,
and they also have the ruching thing, Kelly. Roosh. Roosh.
Roosh.
Yeah,
Again,
like
Good rushing.
Sock life is forever changed. These are this is basically the same. That's another one. We'll toss that out. What I'm getting at here, folks, in support of our guest today, this is a very basic Under Armour sock. You know, it's got the ruche thing too, but it's kind of like, it just looks lame, doesn't it?
Even just compared to this black one.
Yeah, it's just
this black one has more pizzazz.
Yeah, this just doesn't, it doesn't even feel good, does it?
Yeah, you guys can't feel that, but this like feels weak. That one feels strong. This feels like, yeah.
So if you want strong socks, go to California
Sock Company, Pacific Beach, or www.californiasockcompany.com.
That's right.
Website.
This is one left sock for any of the Ren and Stimpy fans in the world left out there.
Is that what it is?
This is one of the left socks.
Love it.
Hey, man, go. Battleship.
Time to go. I'm going to go J8.
Jade. Nope. You got nothing.
Oh, man. The suspense is building now. We got 2 down.
We're gonna do like 4. We're gonna pick up the pace here because
I say so. We got a lot of shooting to do.
It's highly possible at some point in the next 50 years, someone will stumble across this video looking to figure out how to use their old school Battleship game, which did not come with directions, and they're gonna find this and be like, "Dude, why are they still talking about socks?" Would somebody please edit that video for like 2 minutes of Battleship? Ah. Okay, I'm going with 3C.
It is a miss. I like how you say your number first in letter, and I'm kind of the opposite way.
You know, dude.
We'll see what strategy is better.
It's a good thing we live in America. It's a good thing.
Instructions say you must say
That's
it
right.
this way.
Yeah.
All right.
A different time when those instructions were created.
I'm gonna have to go with G1.
Miss. Cool. I'm going to throw you off here and go with F4.
Oh man. They're switching me up. That will be a miss. Damn it. When you like miss battleships, it's like a very like drawn out version of like if you're like playing darts, you just whiffed.
That's right.
It's like, oh, dude.
Go for it. We're going 5.
Oh, going 5, huh?
Yep.
I'm gonna go C7.
Miss. Ross, are you totally waiting? Are you trying to shout out like to cheat?
It's this one.
8127 is being so awesome right now, not squealing or anything. When like it's so
you were
close.
so close, dude. You were so close.
He underestimates my ADD.
I'm like watching her to see what's on. I'm looking at her face because she knows what's going on.
No, I'm pretty sure I was like chopstick.
I'm totally watching like to see what she's doing. Yeah. I'm going with let's go with like I don't know, like let's try H7. Boom! Right?
Yes.
I did know.
Right, dude.
I'm just gonna go with my handy dandy A1.
Stick sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
Kelly can just tell us. She wouldn't even have to wait. I'm going A10.
That's also a miss.
Boop, 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 boop.
I feel like this is my volleyball lessons. I started playing volleyball this year, dude.
Oh, like, was that mean?
Yeah, it was very mean. I started playing volleyball, dude. I'm like 10 pounds overweight and playing volleyball. I'm trying to get back into running. I mean, I'm not trying. I am back. But
regular or beach?
What's that?
Beach. Like inside beach. Good,
yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's great. It's a lot of fun.
I love beach volleyball.
Yeah.
F5, smack dab in the middle.
Negative.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's been cool. I did like 4 class super beginner thing. Never played in my life.
Is it like a club?
No, I just
situation, or is it,
there's like the San Diego.
classes?
It's classes from a club.
Got it. Okay.
So they basically give classes, and then you end up being a club member. I don't know, maybe that's some annual dues or something. It works out pretty good because they bring out, the balls, nets, all that.
You do all the stuff. You just show up.
Bro,
and
you
play.
just show up. You
Play
just
and
show
go
up.
home.
Get told what to do by the coach, and you're good. Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's great. Yeah, it's
Easy.
great. C6.
Miss.
I feel like it was close.
I'm going to Croatia in July. You guys want to
Ooh.
go to Croatia with me?
Oh, tell us, please
do.
tell us about that while
Yeah.
we're concentrating on Battleship, please.
I'm going to hospitality on the beach and
I
Croatia. See, I knew I would get you on that one.
I know what it is. Did you make this choice instead of WMC, I assume? MMW?
I decided I am not going to Miami this year. We're actually arguing about Miami on Facebook right now. Yeah, I decided maybe I might not do Burning Man this year. That's still up in the air, though. But I'm definitely going to hospitality on the beach in Croatia because we've put down money on it. We put money on it.
Who are you most excited
clap.
to see?
Golf clap.
We're excited to see.
All of it. Spy.
I loved it when hospitality came here.
Oh,
Whoever those guys,
for
whichever guys
We Love
came.
Bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
So much fun.
I don't know if it was one of them or two of them or
It
whatever.
was like
great night.
it was a few of them.
Yeah, it was a great night. A lot of fun.
The lineup's pretty ridiculous. It's super, super ridiculous.
What
I'm pretty
happened?
Lensman.
You know, I was actually part of the event, and I didn't hear any recap from that.
I played one. There was
Yeah,
like
you
five-
did the whole stage.
I played the first one.
Which
I
one?
played the first one at Blonde in January of 2017. That was the first one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have
It was
no
great.
idea.
It's pretty packed.
I don't know. I mean, I think it went well.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
hopefully round 3.
I mean, there's not
is
near as
coming
many
up.
of those as there are United by Base or ST Union, clearly.
Right, because it's like once.
Yeah. I don't understand the difference, really. But anyway,
Well,
it's all good.
we can go to that later.
No, I understand the difference between ST Union and United by Base, but I don't understand where We Love Base fits in that picture.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure.
I think
Maybe
it,
smaller things that, I don't know.
I think it was just supposed to be like a reason to have something bigger than a club event.
Just because they love bass,
Yeah,
basically.
it's basically another West Coast weekender without the panels.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it is.
Kelly, when do you go? It's your turn, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
When do you go to Croatia?
July.
Nice.
Middle of July.
Are you going to move out of New York as well, Kelly? Give us the scoop. I know listeners want to know.
Oh, see, there's a turn of events that happened this morning, and I'm trying to make some decisions.
This is the gossip section of the show.
Perfect.
This is I'm answering questions I don't know the answers to yet. So I would like to, all right. So
Please speculate so that later everybody can get on Twitter and tell you that you're a liar.
Yeah, you're a liar. So I am. It's February 15th. I'm in New York City and I live on a boat. So it's really cold. I'm really sick of it, but we're coming out of it. So it's kind of like one of those, like, I guess maybe like, what is it, Stockholm syndrome, where you're like, you forget or you're conditioned to something or whatever, and then you think that, oh, it's springtime and it's lovely. And then you get roped into springtime and you get roped into summertime and it's awesome here. And then winter hits again. So I'd like to be out of here by next winter, but
which would be what, by August?
September,
Yeah.
like around Burning Man time is what I was thinking. Yeah. But
Here's my prediction.
Mhm.
8137 goes to Croatia. 8137. Do you have a round trip ticket? I'm asking now. Do you have a round trip ticket or you got one way?
I have not purchased my plane ticket yet. No. We have accommodations there.
My guess is the ticket's going to be open-ended on the return.
That's awesome.
Right. Because that way you don't have like immigration problems when you get there, which you probably won't anyway, but you get less hassle if you have a return ticket. And sometimes you're required to do it, right?
Right. I may have this fancy
But they have this open-ended thing.
right now, but
and it's really only open-ended with the airline. So like you could say, I'm going to go on the 5th, come back on the 14th. And so that satisfies like immigration that you're not going to stay and freeload in their country.
Right, for months, right?
Right. But the airline, the deal with them is that because you pay maybe a little extra or some fee that's kind of like insurance, you know, like it lets you basically change it with no extra fee.
Just move it.
Hence open-ended.
Yeah.
And they'll oftentimes up to 6 months. So it's clearly
you know what? I'm gonna stay for 5 months.
Yeah. So my prediction is Agent 137 goes to Croatia.
Sounds like a book.
Agent 137 loves all music but loves drum and bass the most. And so she meets people and finds another path that extends her stay. It's going on the record. It's going on the interwebs. We can look it up later. Extended stay. That's as far as I've gotten.
Possibly, yeah.
My guess is maybe she meets some people that actually either want to or are already coming to Burning Man, which makes her decide she'll go again.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's nice to give guidance to folks that have never been. Highly likely she might run into that there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Goes to Burning Man, never goes back to New York.
I mean, I don't have a cat.
Because that's so close to California.
It's so close to California.
And at this point, you've been gone like 2 months. You're like,
yeah,
I don't even remember what was on that boat.
Right.
You know?
And then you're like, oh, and winter is gonna start in like a month.
Anthony gets a call. It's like, yo, Anthony.
Anthony's
my working with these people, like let him in the boat to pack up my shit and like send it.
Send my boat.
Or just give it away.
Right.
Anthony is my friend and next door neighbor. That's it.
Anthony is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? What do we got? Did you go? Did I go?
That's my turn.
Your turn.
It's definitely my turn.
Do it.
I'm gonna go I-6.
Oh!
Yes! Strike one!
Is that a battleship?
That's fine.
Sweating, folks.
Oh, man.
H3.
Miss. Oh, man. I have a couple options here. I'm going to go I-7. Oh, man. Guess it's bigger than a dinghy ship.
It is not the dinghy. It is not the small, weak sock, my friend. E5.
That was a miss.
All right, when you guys do that, I'm going to do a needle drop.
Oh, please.
Okay, these are a couple songs I'm playing tonight. It might give us a little bit of a
copyright flag.
Maybe. I don't know. This is one.
Over it. We're so over that.
Well, I'll replace.
We respect copyright, but we can't help it. Like YouTube will flag it and they'll insert a Christmas song or something. Yeah, they will. They'll give you an option to insert in that segment. I mean, at least they're cool. They got it worked out where they like. I think YouTube thinks it's funny. Like, I mean, you need to respect copyright, no doubt. But they also don't want all the videos to just not be used, like the whole hour and a half like of content, right? So they just have a thing where it tells you which segment, and then you can either contest it, which we never do, or you can pick one of their license-free songs, which is usually Christmas music.
Because Christmas,
or like limericks or something.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you can put in like "Mary Had a Little Lamb" or something, whatever it doesn't have.
Nursery rhyme songs, shit like that.
Funny.
That's actually pretty funny. The fact you do little nursery rhymes.
I think it's your turn.
I'm gonna do I-8.
Tonight, I'm playing break, so I'm playing DJ Mac, Days Prism, Nina Wild, Psychosis, Rico Tubbs, Yo Speed, Hankook, Wes Smith, Face and Book, Sugar 7, Mama Rosa.
Boom!
Wes has made contact.
That was a good list.
Yeah.
I like that
list. This is Days Prism, Slaps.
I-5. Ooh, first shit.
Straight head down business, skankers. Can I get a witness? 1 time, 2 step down with a sickness. Now locked into the sound of the
People need to know.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Who was that, Kelly?
Daze Prism, DAZE Prism. I like a lot of whoever that is because it's
by who? Oh, that was the name of the group.
Yeah, it's called Slaps.
Sweet.
I like it.
All right,
I was fascinated, real quick. I was fascinated by Cameron opening his beer with a carabiner.
okay.
I just never seen it done this close, so he's gonna demonstrate.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know why it took me a long time to figure this out, and now I can do it no problem. But I get my little flat edge, the I don't know what you call that side, the flappy side.
The opening side?
Opening side, right. The other side, put against the beer bottle and kind of.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
Oh my god, dude!
Like one try.
But do you need a carabiner with a flat side on it to do that?
You know, I have had this same carabiner
like this is
for
round.
years.
I don't think that'll work.
Yeah, it might. I think it
like
can,
that won't work.
but it'll be harder.
Yeah.
My carabiner has lots of like teeth marks in the metal, so I think it will just start chipping away.
All right.
And eventually it might work. But I think the flat edge is kind of key.
Folks, we're all about survival skills here.
That one's yours.
Urban survival skills from Cameron Blackburn.
Urban survival skills.
These, I will tell you, these will not work. Too small, but has a flat edge, round, and this funny little lock thing.
I think that's gonna break it. I have this. This is a gift from Chris Lund, aka Left Right, that he gave me.
Hey, I have one of those.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was for. Where did we get that? I must have been with you.
That's from Chris Lund from Slut Garden.
Ah, all
So
right.
I have one somewhere.
What does it do for me?
It's a bottle opener.
Oh, I was gonna say, tell me it gets me free downloads.
Yes.
The computer.
It's a USB bottle opener. It
USB.
does all the things, and it opens doors. It opens doors.
I'm gonna my carabiner trick, which I was never gonna talk about ever.
Oh no.
But since you gave one, I'm going to talk about it. So I walk around with these, and I have like 4 more of the small ones. And if I have them all with me, people will be like, dude, what are you, a janitor? Like, what is all the keys? Anyway, I actually do have this system. So I have this thing where when I get home, I hang my keys so I don't lose them.
Right.
And then, so the big carabiner, like I know that like doesn't have any actual keys on it. It's just holding all the others together. And then I have like, I'm not as crazy as the color matters to me, but I use the small ones, and I have like 8 of them because I have like my garage door opener, like all this bullshit, my surfboard racks. Like, dude, it's crazy how many keys you have.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
keys.
You have a lot.
I mean,
The whole life is keys.
so if you got a key problem and you're watching this, problem solved. That's all I'm saying.
Solve problems.
I did find the soup key from the other night.
F7.
F7. That is a direct hit.
Yeah, that's a boom, son.
Boom.
What else you got for us while he's contemplating his next move?
I said this is soup. This is a soupmusicnewyork.com. This is something that I got in Miami. I think it's the most.
That's what you were talking about.
Yeah, this is a marketing genius right here. So they give out keys in Miami with the name soup on it.
Yeah, totally.
That's pretty cool, actually.
So I've got my next song, my next needle drop is Nina Wild. It's on In Beat We Trust, and it's called Goddamn. Sorry, God. But there we go.
Boom! Sorry we interrupted you.
Wonder where the money went. Yeah. Like, going a little dark. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of people there. It's a new event. They just started. We went there.
Well, if there aren't a lot of people there, there's nothing like playing some dark music to get the dance floor rocking.
For those 8 people over there, they're like, oh yeah.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's going to be like 4 people at the bar, and then I'm gonna. Don't worry, I got this. I know what I'm doing.
That's right. F6.
Yeah.
F6.
Bam.
Another boom. But we're still going.
It's a big boat, dude.
It's definitely more than 2 and 3.
Okay, I have one more.
Oh,
please drop it.
Drop it.
Okay, this is our friend Moniker. Actually, this is Anthony Fonseca, and Huda Hudia and Sweet Charlie and Psy Dog.
What up, Moniker? Psy Dog.
What up, Moniker? It's the Dime Dropper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, put your thumb against the back, this backing here,
This space.
and you're gonna like basically like get that lip, and that you're gonna press it
Like this. It's gonna turn that way.
Yeah, it's weird. You have to like kind of balance the. You almost got it.
I heard it.
You got it. You see how you apply pressure on one end and clip the other? Yeah, you got it.
Got it.
It wasn't that bad. Solid.
Cheers, moniker. Hey, what happened to Kelly?
Ooh. She is gone.
Where did Kelly go?
Kelly's gone.
We're still live. Kelly, did you leave?
I'll be right back.
Oh, you're coming right back. She just silenced her thing, I guess. Yeah, she shut her video off for a second. All right.
I'll go C5 real quick. C5.
That would be a miss.
Ooh, okay, I know where we're going now.
See what I'm saying?
See it? Let's see it.
I'm going to F6.
You said that one already.
Oh, I did?
That was the last one you said.
Oh, sorry. I didn't put the red there. Fine. Then it ain't sunk, so F9.
Sunk.
Big dog. Yeah, folks, that's what's up.
You sank my ship. Intermission. So sometimes I buy socks.
Sock intermission.
Because I don't know what I'm gonna wear them for, but I see it and I'm like, I know I need that sock. So Christmas, not this recent Christmas, but the year before, so I guess 2016 Christmas, there was like this gang of sweater socks that I saw, and I was like, awesome. That looks like grandma knitted these socks. Had to have it. So give you a little.
Yo, Ross, what time do you have to leave?
I've got another 30 minutes or so.
Oh, okay, cool.
You got plenty of time. So check this out. It was cool. It's called double cylinder. I don't know if you guys can see that really well, but like the way the side is on, it's kind of like the threads never stop all the way through the sock. So most socks, if you open up your sock, if you open it up on the inside, there's fraying because they knot the sock, cut the thread, then reknot it. This is like spun
another
from
stance sock.
Another stance. Yeah. Most of my collection is going to be stance.
Those guys are clever.
Yeah, you know, they're a little more expensive, but I mean, just like the style on this, you know, it feels like you're wearing a sweater on your feet. So whenever I go to the snow, I wear these. Christmas Day, I wear these. It's like my holiday / cold weather.
Do you wear
sweater.
Uggs?
No, I don't have any Uggs.
I do.
I'm not opposed. I just don't have any.
He loves
They were a gift to me.
Would be pretty amazing.
They were a gift to me.
That'd be
by
cool.
an ex-girlfriend. They're awesome.
Hey man, I put my feet in them. They're pretty cozy. I must say. I think it's my turn. You sunk my ship, huh?
Do it.
I'm gonna go B6.
Yeah, dude. Hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go B5.
Ooh, negative.
Go.
B4.
Let's burn through a few. Boom.
Let's do it. Oh man, it's a big one.
Oh, dude. I'm going J5.
Nailed it.
Yeah, baby.
We're making moves now.
Making moves.
B3.
We got to reel off a few here.
Right.
Yeah, dude. Boom.
Oh man.
All right.
Some chips.
I'm going I5.
It's a miss.
Damn.
Oh man. B7.
Miss.
Oh man. Got one left.
I'm gonna go J4.
Miss.
What? It's a tiny boat. It's a little boat. It's a little motorboat.
B2. Sunk.
Nope,
all right.
It's not sunk. You
What?
You skipped one. Dude, you totally skipped one. I don't know why you did
No
that.
way, because they're all on my screen here.
Kelly, see? We told you we needed a judge.
2 through 6.
Did he
I've
really?
guessed 2 through 6.
Did he really have them all?
I think so. That's what it looks like.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Later, we'll go through the footage.
We're going back through the footage,
Did he
dude.
cheat on that one?
Yeah.
It's always that one shot.
People are going to hear this later and be like, dude, I got to go look at the video. J6.
Hit again. Now I gotta do this again. Okay. I'm gonna go E8.
That's a boom.
Oh wow.
Yep.
I'm totally not even cheating.
What would you consider these socks?
Oh, okay.
We're going into the. I told everyone it's a sock episode.
We are going deep. So these are.
What's this?
These are knee highs. These are over the calf. Could be even over the knee, depending on who you're.
The better question is, why do I have them?
Hey, I don't judge.
Are these dude socks?
I mean,
Or would these typically be a women's sock?
You like knee highs.
I would say that it's 2018. There's no sock genders.
I don't actually know why I have these. That's true.
But you know,
I mean, these have the what was that term you used again, Kelly?
Roo-
The
Ruching.
ruching. Yeah, it's a lot of ruche going
these
on
have
here.
double ruching almost, right?
Oh, even a yeah.
Possibly a triple.
Yeah, maybe even a third one on the top.
Mine don't match. I got that.
These seem just kind of like athletic style long socks.
I feel like maybe if I had these because they were mine, I feel like perhaps I had a dream and thought I was going to play soccer or
That's
something.
like a Burning Man sock right there for me. Those
Or
are
that.
awesome.
Yeah, but I just don't see me wearing this at Burning Man or
It's a long
really
sock.
ever unless I was like
Would you wear it
playing
just like
soccer
smoosh
with
down?
fingers. That would make sense.
You don't wear them smoosh down.
What's that, Kelly?
You don't like smoosh them down. You don't have to wear them all the way up. I
Well,
mean, I have knee socks on
true.
right now, but they're definitely smooshed down.
I just don't know. I might have bought. Who knows why I have them? But that's what those are.
That's an interesting sock right there.
You
So that's a
should
different kind of
Start
sock.
Yeah, it's
pegging your
definitely-
pants and then tucking your pants into the sock.
What's your next move?
I think I'm gonna go.
That's true, Kelly. Good point.
Yeah, you can bring it back.
Yeah. H10.
I don't even know why I guessed that, but I'm
I
gonna
don't
guess that
either.
again
I don't either, but it's wrong.
because I forgot that I nailed one on the
J7.
You distracted me.
I sunk your ship is what I just did.
Nah,
J7.
we're still going.
Oh, dude. All right, reel off a couple.
I'm gonna go E7.
Nope.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna go J8, and that thing's done.
Oh, nope, I got one more. I gotta keep going.
How is it possible?
How is it possible?
I already sunk the big one.
No, you didn't. You sunk a 4.
I sunk a 5. I have 5 red pegs. People can see it. Replay.
He does. He does have 5 red pegs.
I don't know why you have
Whatever,
that.
dude.
I
Go
don't know
ahead.
why you have that.
Whatever, dude. Go
You're
ahead.
just messing up on your side
I
over there.
know,
Susan.
man.
You guys are terrible at this.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he has 5 red pegs and 3.
E9? Yeah, but if you see mine,
No.
Yeah, I see yours.
No.
see mine.
J9.
Yeah, now it's sunk.
Dude, that's the same boat.
No, it's not.
Dude, I'm gonna look at the
No.
footage later. You put the boat back on the
Wait, let's
grill.
see.
You'll see.
No, that's not the same boat.
You're just grabbing the wrong, whatever these are called,
Yeah,
pegs.
I guess.
Your 5 one, he only has 4, so that's wrong. You've got 2 5s. You've got too many red pegs, Wes. You
I
stop
see that.
trying to-
Too many red
I
pegs.
see that, but now that the boat's off the thing, we don't know where the peg went. So it's okay.
Well, I'm not removing my boats. They're
Okay,
still there.
it's not
Don't-
close. It's fine.
All right. I'm
All right.
I'm hunting again, dude.
D8.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. What's up, Judge? That's not cool. We should play this game and have guest shout out.
Right.
They call it. It's nice you can see it that well.
I was a guess. Oh, no.
B8.
Ooh, it's a miss.
Dude. All
It's a
right.
miss. I'm gonna go F8.
Yep. You're in, dude.
That's
Yeah.
sunk, huh?
Nope. E2.
No.
E2.
That's a miss. G8.
Nope.
Ooh.
That's a miss. G, ooh. G, dude, where's these boats at? No, D10.
Miss. C8.
Yeah, sunk.
Dude, 3 out of 5.
Dang, son.
I should be on a battleship like professional.
Yeah.
Is that a career
Yeah.
opportunity for me?
It's time for a sock intermission.
Let's see what I got. Oh,
What we
actually,
got
okay.
next?
So I'm gonna pull out my new favorite sock right now.
How many socks do you have in that bag, dude?
I don't know.
I told you to bring socks.
I put them back, so I keep putting back the ones I pulled out. I'll pull these ones out. A handful.
Kelly, do you have any socks you would like to show on this episode of Variety Show?
Yeah, tell me.
She left. She's just a chair there.
She's like, I'm gone.
I'm making tea. Okay, I have this sock on,
That's what Kelly does. She makes tea while we.
and here's my other sock.
Oh, nice. Yeah, basic stripes. We like it.
Nothing wrong with that.
But
Okay.
they don't match. I've got unmatching socks on. Is that okay?
Yeah, totally.
All right. I'm gonna call out stance.
It solves the left sock problem.
That's true. Okay.
Oh, now we're going to. Oh, okay. I got something to add to this. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm a coffee addict. I would say I love coffee.
Okay.
I love espresso. Absolutely love espresso. I wake up wanting it every day. Anyways, so this brand Stance decided to make a sock that was steeped in coffee, like a white sock, dunked and
That's
soaked.
awesome.
And
That's
so I have this
so
cool
awesome.
sock right here. I'll kind of show you. It's got some cool geometric.
That is awesome.
lines
So
on
that's
it.
actually dyed by.
Yeah, so it's
dunking it in coffee.
correct. So they made a collection of 3. This is my favorite one. Funny thing about this sock. So I saw it. They made a collection about it. Oh, we dipped this sock in coffee. I was like, oh, I love this sock. And I took it from my store shelf and I was gonna buy it. Then that same day on Instagram, that brand was doing a free giveaway. Oh, tag your favorite sock and 3 friends, and you can win one of these 3 coffee dye socks. And I was like, okay, I chose this one. The same one I pulled off a shelf that I was going to buy because I was like, oh, I'm not going to win this competition. No, nobody wins those things. Except for, somebody does win every single time, but never me. 3 days go by. I decided to buy this sock. That same afternoon, Stance goes, hey, you won that sock for free.
Nice, dude.
Oh,
I have 2 of these socks now. Yeah, that was just kind of a funny moment right there.
Now, this is something I wanted to ask you about the sock business and why I brought these. Because now this enters a new territory for socks. Like, it's not often that you see a licensing, claim on the sock, right? And so this is an AC/DC sock, right?
Ooh.
A friend of mine, we had tickets to go see AC/DC like, I don't know, 5 years ago. He wasn't able to go. He got sick or something. So he sent me these socks. I still had the tickets. I went with a different friend. Show was a lot of fun. But these are, AC/DC socks.
Sweet.
Kind of cool. But I was curious, like, they have a licensing thing that obviously was part of the deal to be able to use the thing, right?
Yeah, and it's on most.
To make sure it's not a bootleg.
Right. So on most of the products, it'll have that, like, you saw on there, like almost 2
If
sentences.
it's a likeness of like a real person or something.
Yeah, it has to, like, for example, we have Star Wars socks. They are licensed by Disney, by the brand Stance, has a TM on it, has a copyright thing on the foot.
In addition to the licensing, yeah.
Yeah, so, and they come in a box and all these things. So, yeah, we have many products like that in the store that are.
Because here's
licensed
one
like that.
which is more just like some art, that someone did. This is can you tell what those are? Those are like those Mexican, what are those?
Like the
Mexican
Lucha
wrestlers?
Libre
Lucha Libre
style masks.
Yeah. Now I wanted to ask you too, though, because both of these socks are like, do you know how this is made? Because they're like printed.
Yeah, so the printing
like
mold is it's called sublimation. So
Right?
it's people
It's not
refer
through.
to it like silk screening, even though it's not even the same. But the concept is still there, where you have a fabric that's already made, and you're pressing a different image into the fabric. This is
like
more
because this is the inside, right?
Right,
So all the
blank.
other socks we've shown are the same on both sides, basically.
correct.
Yep.
Whereas this one is different. It's printed. I call it printed for layman's terms.
That makes sense.
Because
Sublimation is the process?
Yeah, so basically they get an image and they either duplicate the image on both sides or it's an image split in half and they wrap it around.
Yeah, same with this one, right? It's all totally different inside.
Correct. So the pro of that is you can get anything onto the sock.
Okay.
The con is people get this, I guess you could call it fading or
And they don't feel as
bleed out.
nice.
Correct, because it's going to be polyester based, plastic based.
Oh, because it has to be
It has to be able to adhere the ink to the fabric because it won't adhere to cotton the same. It'll be very heathered looking and it won't be sharp and it won't be. So you can get a sharper, clear image upon printing, so to speak.
Making sense.
But it's more of a novelty for fashion versus the comfort. However, Stance makes a different kind of sock.
Let's see.
And even I'll show our custom socks that made that have printing on it. And then Stance, so, and your sock even had that too, where this is clearly all printed, but the footbed is all cotton. Like I think one of your socks was like that.
Maybe.
So the foot is a normal sock. It's just cotton on the backside. It's all cotton on the inside.
Oh right. Okay.
So like the foot is cotton. Some socks are all polyester tube. They're not comfy. They're silky feeling.
Yeah, those aren't real
like,
comfortable.
The AC/DC ones
You
seem
sweat
like
a
very
lot,
they trap the heat. For something like this, kind of a hybrid, the toe is all cotton, so it breathes. We actually custom make. I'll show you one of our custom socks.
Yeah, let's do it.
I gotta get you a pair of one of these. I forgot to bring one over, but I have one for you. But anyway, so like the whole bottom of the sock is an athletic sock. It's all cotton, and just the very top portion is like the branded part as the imaging. So like your foot's not in that. Doesn't get hot. Down here is all athletic. It feels really good. So that's like one of our customs. We can put anything actually here. I'm actually making some West Coast Weekender socks.
Oh, nice, dude.
Logo up the side.
Let me see that. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
so,
like if you want to do juice or you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's gonna be some Yo socks, dude, at some point.
You know what's funny? There's a brand called Yo Socks.
Yeah, I found them because I tried to get that domain. I haven't.
Oh, no way. That's funny.
I love domains, so I
yeah,
like people do, right? But
yeah,
that's cool, man. But that's a neat way to do it, where you don't have a shitty sock,
right?
But you still get
it's very designer. You get the wherever you see it is fun, but where it matters how it feels good. So it's kind of best of both worlds. It's crazy. I never thought. I mean, I come from a wellness background. I was a kinesiology major, and now I know a lot about like
D4.
I'm gonna say no to that.
Okay.
But yeah, I know a lot about like socks. I know
please.
I know a lot about socks now, and it's just like it's funny because like I studied health science.
All right.
And now I'm like into fabrics. Totally different world.
I think it's awesome, dude.
Oh, I love it. It's great. I'm gonna go F3.
So what is health science exactly? Like what did you do with that?
Yeah, so I went to San Diego State from 2009 to 2013.
H1.
Ooh, it's a miss. And I studied kinesiology, the study of the human movement, the human body movement. Specifically, I'm gonna do first real quick. I'm gonna do. Ooh.
We're getting better at talking and playing.
E2.
Nope.
Okay. My emphasis was fitness, nutrition, and health.
G7.
Later classified as a miss. Later classified a fitness specialist. So anything from what people consider as personal training type of knowledge to health coaching knowledge to youth fitness, health psychology, integrating wealth into the workplace. I did all of those things is what I studied. And I got my degree in that. I'm going to do H. No. Scratch that. A10. So yeah, I actually got my degree in the health science. And right out of college, it's a miss. Out of college, I actually was a manager for a nonprofit, and we provided wellness services. So anything from free group fitness classes to one-on-one personal health coaching. I would call you once a week and do like health coaching, setting fitness goals and health goals and things like that.
What got you like where do you see the sock business go in general? Or specific to California Sock Company? Do you have a website as well?
Yeah.
You do.
So may or may not mention it before, I can't remember. But
I mean, like where you can buy them. Obviously, you have a site, but
our website, like our e-commerce site. Yeah. It's www.californiasockcompany.com. All the way spelled out.
Domain. Yeah.
Yeah, we bought that like years ago when we first landed the name.
Love it.
I'm gonna go E1.
And you're gonna miss.
Okay. But that was kind of a big move for us. I mean, we have infinite inventory because it changes. So the level of inventory is similar to Target.
Oh, okay.
But we are a small business.
Yeah.
So to build a website that could work for what we needed was actually a really big challenge. There wasn't anything in between. It was either have 10 items on your website or have infinite, just this monstrosity, extremely expensive, too expensive for what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually had to have a guy build our own special hybrid website. But it's live. And so kind of the goal was we were going to open 2 stores last year. 1 store, we need 2 stores. But we were like, okay, well, instead of increasing rent and things like that, we'll just do e-commerce.
You can pay the digital rent.
The digital rent.
Nothing's free, kids.
That's
nothing.
Not a
ever
thing. I'm gonna go G6.
Like a G6.
Right. That's exactly.
Yeah, I love that. No.
Okay. But anyway, so I mean,
A6.
we're miss. Damn. We're a pretty big sock store, so we were kind of hoping to, before this sock train goes too crazy, be kind of the hub, because most sock stores are pretty small.
How late are you guys open?
Generally 9 p.m.
That's what I thought.
On weekends 10.
Well, part of the reason I was asking is because, you know, like there's a few parties that go on in PB Avenue on Thursdays today. Yeah, I'll give some plugs, you know, future ones. A couple people that come over here to the show.
I used to be open till 3 or 4 because I'd capture that late crowd.
Yeah, I would think that maybe, but I don't know how much people buy stuff when they're
a lot.
Do they really?
When they're wasted. The novelty. I'm in there. I'm like, "What's up?" And they're like, "Dude, what's up?" And I'm like,
so speaking of that, so last night, I took my mom to dinner early. We went to an art show. There's a girl in the studio right across the hall here. Her name's Autumn, and her thing is Art by Autumn. You can check her all out online and stuff too. Instagram, all that. Art by Autumn, San Diego.
Each one?
Yeah. No. And she does really cool stuff. And a lot of like hearts and love theme, all this kind of thing. A lot of colors. So she had an exhibit. We went by and did that. And then I went over to Dance Classic at Blonde and took an Uber over there, took an Uber back, and I came back to Avenue. And Evlo and Colin and then Matt were doing something last night.
Right.
Someone else's party, but they were playing. And so then I was going to walk home. And by the way, folks, it's pretty close for me. So I walk it's like an L, right? A long L. And so I walk like the 3 blocks, you know, the short part of the L. And I'm kind of like, I'm just going to take an Uber because it kind of sprinkled a little bit raining.
And I was San Diego.
Oh, dude, I was totally like, it's only like 9 blocks. It's like 9 blocks, but I'm going to take an Uber. And then I kind of just wanted to see like if it would be the shortest ride for an Uber driver. So anyway, I get in. I'm like, hey, dude. I was like, probably not the shortest ride. But I was like, where does my ride rank in short rides? He's like, not even close, dude. He's like, and I'm like, oh, then tell me. He's like, and literally his shortest ride is like right where I'm at. Not like, he's like, oh yeah. He's like, I actually picked up some people from out of town at the apartment building just around the corner from where we are now. They had called in an order to Ramiro's for tacos and like churros and stuff.
Yeah.
I drove them here. They have a drive-through.
No way.
Went through the drive-through in the Uber, turned around and came back. Like round trip a block and a half.
I mean,
I've had a similar experience like that. I did Uber a really short time just because, you know, I think a lot of people did that.
Okay.
I woke up one day, quit my job, and that was like my segue into what I was doing now. Anyways, so I was doing some Uber, and
I feel like that's the segue to a lot of second careers.
It's a buffer. If you're like, you know what, I hate my job, I'm quitting. You're like, guess what? I can just money.
You're immediately empowered.
Now
you're immediately empowered.
It's great. So
C1.
Ooh, we're gonna hit that.
What up?
Oh, dang. Gotta step it up now.
I got people like tweeting me over here.
H9. I was like, it's
C1. C1.
We go H9.
I don't think anyone can see that. That's too
Probably
far.
not.
So, anyways, I pick up these people in do you know where
B1
in between B1?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit it. Damn, son. It's kind of like near Mission Bay Aquatic Center.
I'm on the boat
on Mission Boulevard.
Yes.
A9.
You're the Aquatic Center, miss.
So yeah, I pick somebody up there. I pick them up. You know where the Roberto, or I think it's Roberto's taco shop, like on Mission Bowl, on Belmont Park.
Yeah.
I drove him from like Mission Bay Aquatic Center to there and back, and he lived there because he didn't want to walk. So I've done that before too, and I'm like,
A1.
Yeah, sunk it.
Yeah, I mean, when you got to get your taco on, it's just.
I was like, and he was even drunk. He was like, I just don't want to walk. I was like,
yeah, this may be even crazier. So part of the reason I called the Uber was I requested the Uber when I was right about at Denny's. If you come around past Denny's, then the Ramiro's is there. So I requested him right about where the taxi stand is at Denny's because I knew if I turned the corner, I was going to want to go get a taco. And I did not want to do that last night. I was like, dude. Yeah, because I'm training for a marathon now. So it's like I just started last weekend, like in the 16 weeks. And it's like
it.
Yeah, I love me some tacos, but tacos, beer, electronic music, marathon training, it's
hard to balance
not
those
good.
things.
Not good.
2 boats each.
G2.
Damn. Hit.
Isn't that like the name of some global conference? The G2
G2.
conference?
G2 sounds official.
Sounds
G2.
official. Do you know, Kelly?
I'm not sure.
Is there a G2 conference somewhere? I'm sure there is. It's probably like for some phone microchips.
Right.
It's like
processing.
It's like a sombrero conference in Guadalajara, the G2 conference.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. I just said it because I called it and hit his ship.
I'm gonna go J1. So speaking of tacos,
And you're gonna go home empty-handed.
Speaking of tacos,
what would you say? Because I asked.
Let's just get into it because
I'm gonna go eat tacos in like 15 minutes.
Anybody listening now or later, there aren't too many things that I'm gonna just say other than weather that San Diego, hands down, tacos pretty much got the spread.
Right. So this is why I asked you, what's your favorite taco place in PB? There's like a million taco shops here,
dude.
What is your top 2?
I mean, my go-to, which I really like, is Taco Surf, just around the corner.
I need to go there.
They have a nice, like,
They're
it's
good.
really stuffed. Like, it's a big shell. It's fried right there. It's stuffed. It's hot. You got to eat it there. That makes the difference. Probably like a lot of tacos. No one's going to like this, but I got to tell you, I don't mind the Dorito Tacos Loco from Taco Bell.
No way.
With the fiery one, only that one. Dude, I don't mind it. And here's why. Because it's small, it's consistent, like going to Starbucks, if you occasionally.
Totally.
It's always tastes the same. It's always fast.
Consistency.
And I only get that if I hit the drive-in. And they're the only people, honestly, that have a scale of sauces that don't really care about, like, let's just be frank, the white person palate. Because this is a problem in San Diego, dude. Unless you go to a legit Thai restaurant, everybody dumbs it down, on the heat scale, right? Like, that legit Thai 1 to 10 scale is way different than like the max in any taco shop.
That's true.
And I'm telling you, T-Bell, that Diablo sauce they got, you'll remember
had this
it.
Conversation with someone. he was like, I just had this, all these packs of taco. I brought these taco sauce packets to Mammoth, or they were I was in this cabin in Mammoth Mountain, or they were there already. Anyways, they're like, man, you really just love that Taco Bell sauce. I'm like, dude, it's like the most consistent sauce I can find, and it's actually pretty good. So
I'm telling you, dude. Kelly, I know you have to go soon, so share your taco story, and we'll go back to our San Diego tacos.
My favorite taco in New York is Nacho Macho Taco. And also, there's a place in Rockaway. I can't think of what the name of it is, but because it's not open right now, but it's pretty banging. And you go and get on the beach and eat some tacos. But Nacho Macho Taco, Prospect Place, maybe I think it is.
All right, that's in Brooklyn.
That's in Brooklyn. Yep.
C9.
I don't know if there's a taco shop in Manhattan. Like, there probably is. But
There is. So, Kelly, have you ever been to San Loco Taco in Lower East Side?
San Loco Taco. No, but I'm going to write it down.
Oh, yeah. Do you like spicy?
Yeah, I love spicy. I'm probably, like, I guess if you went to a Thai restaurant and it was dumbed down, I'd probably go like 3 or 4. Remember we got, what did we get? When we went to the seafood place.
6.
Crawfish. We got the crawfish.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was like spicy, yeah, like in a Cajun way.
Yeah. It wasn't too spicy.
Spicy.
Like, it wasn't spicy. So I think I could probably knock it up a couple notches from there.
So go to San Loco Taco. I think there's 2. Maybe they're both still there. Obviously, check the Googles. I think there was definitely one. I used to live right above it at 8th and A, Lower East Side, East Village. And then there's another one which was close to the place I lived before I moved out of New York. And that one was on, like, not Essex, but if you were going Essex south of Houston, maybe 1 or 2 blocks south of Houston, and then turn right. That's that old Lower East Side area.
Yeah. I gotcha.
There's definitely one. I'm pretty sure still there, and they have a sauce made out of I think it's ghost peppers, and they call it stupid sauce. And
I don't know if I could
They didn't even put it on the menu up there because I think it's just like kind of a need to know situation.
Right.
So just get that, get a regular sauce and a stupid sauce, and kind of like cut it a little bit first, and then be like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can take more. Yeah.
I used to work at a wing place.
Stupid sauce. Yeah.
And I would make the sauces for the wing place. This was in college. I used to work at a wing place. And you would always get the guy that would come in and he'd be like, give me the spiciest that you can give me. This is West Virginia. So he's like, give me the spiciest that you can give me. And then you would come like,
would you care to go through all 50 states and what people sound like?
I can do it, sure. And then I would have to bring out this tray of wings, and I just remember like everything coming out. Like just like you're carrying food to somebody and just your sinuses are just like and then they would taste it and they're like, we can't eat this. This is shit. You know, you're like, well, got paid for it now, buddy.
So at least if you're at San Logo Taco and you come back up and you're like, yo, it's too hot, they're gonna be like, you do realize you ordered stupid sauce.
Right, you ordered this though.
Yeah,
no, there was actually on Valentine's Day, I don't know where.
Sock
I think it was,
note.
Oh, that's a cool one.
What are you talking about these, dude?
These are sick.
Who do you know?
Aliens?
I can't
you've got pictures of those. Okay, you got the aliens.
I do have some pictures of those back in the day.
Yeah,
I brought these because I got
Lion.
I got mega hooked. I think that's probably the brand.
That's
right?
probably the brand.
I got mega hooked on watching reruns of X-Files.
Yeah.
Dude, I found the rabbit hole. Yeah. So I brought awesome. I had to bring the alien socks, dude.
That's great.
What you got?
Well, since we're on socks, two things.
Soccer mission.
Soccer mission resume. But what's in my head?
Dude, look at her shoes.
Those are sweet mint kicks.
Those are great. Are those outdoor shoes, Kelly, or are those like indoor UGG sneakers?
These are my hold on.
They're like UGG sneakers.
These are
Come on, show us your yoga moves.
That's pretty dope.
Sweet.
There was, I guess, there's this ice cream you could get from these. I think it was in the East Coast. You had to sign a waiver. It was so spicy.
Spicy ice cream.
I don't know, but it's like this crazed ice cream Valentine's trend.
The same reason you would want Vans beer socks.
Those are awesome. I guess I'm gonna go back to the whole taco conversation. I wanted to give you
bring the socks, dude.
Sock of the day.
Oh shit!
This is for my man Wes.
Oh, I love me some tacos.
Tacosaurus. Who doesn't like tacos and dinosaurs?
It's a Bronto Tacosaurus.
Oh, thank you, man.
Oh, Bronto Tacosaurus.
Awesome to add to your sock collection.
That's fantastic, dude. Definitely do not have these, and these will get worn.
Excellent.
On Tuesdays.
Yes.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Yes.
Check it out, folks. Yeah. Sock it to me.
It's funny, people come to the store like, oh,
that's awesome. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, no problem. People are always like, ever thought about doing sock it to me? I'm like, I have a whole brand called that already. You're like 20 years late.
Right. Yeah, you're like, dude, try to get the dog.
God. I think it's my turn. I'm going to go J4.
Every time you say J, I think of J-Lo. And that's a miss. I'm going to go E8.
Ooh, that's a miss. Solid miss. The board is filling up now. It's kind of becoming more of a...
This is where it gets crazy.
Yeah. A7.
That's a miss.
You can go a little more strategic now.
And I'm going with...
How about you don't do that?
And I'm going with D7.
That was a very... I almost looked.
See, you shouldn't. D7.
That's a... Oh, I was looking at my wrong.
No, I'm going D7 on you.
That is wrong. That is incorrect. G4?
Oh my gosh, it's balmy out. It's 56 degrees and raining.
Wow. Well, it's wait a minute. Let me check my Apple Watch.
That's pretty nice for here. And we're only going down to 50 degrees at 2 a.m. So I'm going to wear a light jacket.
Yeah, it's pretty new.
Yeah. It's the new version. Yeah. I had the older one and I just didn't use it much because I don't know, I didn't love the lack of a few features. Now that I got my dogs, my dogs You can put custom photos on it.
I saw you can put you can put like this thing you can like twist your dial and it changes the photo a little bit or something like that.
Same deal. Every day it gives a different you add the photo obviously, but then each day it'll put a different one. You know when you changes it when you tilt your wrist. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's pretty
actually.
sweet. Yeah, it's cool.
I'm buying it now.
It's
Based
fun,
on
dude.
that.
Yeah, I mean it's got the 4G. You know, like so for running, like it solved those problems. That was why I bought it originally.
Was it Bluetooth to your headphones? Is that why?
That as well for music, but also GPS and tracking.
Got it.
Yeah, and there's a health app on here that does all the steps and distance and elevation and
your heart rate?
temperature, heart rate. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I used to have I still have it. It's like over there. It's like a Garmin, great watch for many years, but it's like you don't need that.
Apple prevails.
You just don't need it anymore. Advanced people need it, but I'm not advanced, so.
I think you're up here.
So 8-4.
Miss. Oh man, I'm just gonna start banging out some areas.
Kelly, are you taking a train? How do you get around? What's your deal tonight? Like, what's your travel gonna be like?
I have a winter car, so I will be driving tonight. I'm gonna go pick up Anthony Fonseca, not Watson. Anthony Fonseca.
That's who I was talking about earlier, is Fonseca.
Yeah. I know you said that, but I have two Anthony friends, and I live in New York. I have two Anthony friends, but no, normally I take the train, and it's a big fat pain in my ass. So I'm glad to have a vehicle at this point.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Was it your car? I mean, you had a car when I was there.
This is my parents are snowbirds and they live in upstate New York, so I get the use of their car while they are in Florida.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was your parents' car you had when I was there.
Yeah, that's the same car. I pick it up in
G9? Any ride is a
January 1st.
Is a good ride. That's a miss.
Mm-hmm.
It's truly like searching for a needle in a haystack, brother.
I think it is.
H5.
You guys are done yet?
Well, this is a long game. H5.
It is the long game. I don't even have my heat on tonight. This is crazy.
E4?
Boom!
My map is trying to finally identify.
Like tough, man. It's like close. We're close. We're so down.
I don't know if you realize, but you have you kind of started something.
A7.
No. Wait. Totally hit that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said no.
No, because you were trying to cheat.
Well,
Dude.
no, I was actually giving you a tip. I'm gonna save that tip.
I got it, man. A7.
That's cool. I'm gonna go F4.
That's a miss.
Ooh, okay. Thought it was a small guy. Still could be a guy.
I'm gonna go A8.
That's a miss. E3.
That's a miss.
Ooh, guess he's a small guy, huh? Small guy.
It's a lifeboat, bro. I'm gonna go B7.
Sunk.
Boom.
We'll finish this one up. E5.
Whammo!
We are neck and neck right now.
We are down to one ship. Holy ship.
Speaking of holy ship, been to a cruise like that?
I'm gonna go G3. I know. G3.
That's a miss.
PG rating gone, Ross.
I
do. That's a miss. I'm gonna go E3.
That was a miss. H3.
I'm trying to figure out which ship you have left.
To be fair.
Oh, I see. No, I'm good. Miss.
Okay. All right.
There's no need to be fair. This is.
Well, fine. I'm gonna cheat.
This is pure capitalism. F1.
Yes. Oh man. Man. E10.
That's a miss. I'm gonna go I3.
It's a miss. Big old miss. I'm gonna bang these out. I'm gonna go H7.
That's a miss. I'm gonna go I2.
That's also a miss.
Clear that section out.
Now, after a while, you only have so many spots you can really look for.
That's right.
D6.
Turn that so everyone can see it a little better.
Oh,
that's a miss.
Dang. It's a matter of time now.
We're going in. People listening to this like a month from now are gonna be like, I don't get it. You got to go to YouTube and watch the video. It got hot, folks. We're gonna go I7.
It's also a miss. Let me see if there's anything cool in this bag I haven't talked about yet.
It's more socks.
You know, socks are awesome.
Kelly, hey, if you have to run, I think it's run time, right?
Yep.
All right.
It's okay. I'm doing stuff. I'm listening.
Right. Just let us know when you got to roll.
So,
or you got more socks.
One of my favorite movies.
I'm doing my USBs.
In my top 5. Where's My Car?
Mm.
One of my favorite movies. Just love how stupid.
That's an interesting favorite. This is the unofficial Brian Millar sponsor section.
You just judged.
Okay,
just
so
judged.
We're all familiar with that scene. Obviously, we saw the movie.
This is awesome, dude.
Where they get the tattoos on their back. You know, they're like, what does mine say?
Yeah.
Well, dude, what does mine say? Sweet.
These are amazing.
So my dude, it's funny because it's on the foot. So when I wear them, you can't really see anything.
Right.
Dude, those socks are lame. I go, just wait. Like, I unlace my shoes. I take time.
So something I was going to ask you about this sock revolution is what is the proper style, for example, for people to show off their socks? Like, how do you do this? Shorts? You know, shorts with the socks pulled up.
This is like a common everyday battle I have with
person comes in the store, right? Says, "How do I wear?
Why would I wear these? What would I wear these with?"
Yeah.
Number one response: hey, man, it's a sock. There's no rules. First of all, there's no rules.
Right.
Okay. Second of all, you know, a lot of let's go back to where this kind of came from, like businessmen, you know, like in their meetings. I'll scoot back a little bit, but like, you know, sitting back, you know, a little sock flare showing.
Right, with a suit.
So kind of that suit and sock game kind of came into play.
Yeah.
And so people were just getting like the stripes, the argyles, the solids.
Yeah, and they were doing it then.
Right. And
I mean, there was a reason you had other than black.
Right. Some people, the only way they could express their personality was through socks.
Argyle, dude.
Right. So the argyle was like mind blowing back then.
Argyle was it.
You know. So
I don't have any
that kind of took hold a little while, but now it's more about asking people, what do you do? You know, because some places you do have a strict work attire and you can't, you know, or a school or whatever you do. And I try to match, like, you know, if you work in a professional environment, well, maybe you don't want, you know, skateboarding tacos on your sock. Maybe you want like really cool stripes.
Right.
On the flip side, if you're a teacher, you're a nurse, you DJ, you do those things, you're probably gonna want some pizzazz, some fun. So
it's an identity thing.
Right. So I more tell people like what is more holding you back from wearing these fun socks? And most people say, oh, I just know people are gonna think about it. And it's like, well, dude, it's what you think about the sock. You know, how do you want to express your personality?
Interesting, like,
you know?
almost like under the pant leg identity revolution.
It's weird. People are like, well, I can't wear that. It's like, it's a sock.
So I started.
Yeah, it's just a weird concept. You know?
So like the pants Kelly's wearing right now are kind of similar to like my favorite pants, and I started wearing these like pants, you know, basically joggers, I guess they're called, right? And so they have an elastic bottom and top usually, but always at least elastic bottom. And like, I think I love them because I can pull them up, like, and they basically look like baseball pants.
Right.
Right?
Exactly. Just like, just like that.
And when I thought about it, I was like, oh, you know, really, whatever the history of baseball is, like, that's where they started showing the socks. And it was just like someone designed the uniform and said, well, let's just make the pants short instead of you pulling them up. Right. Because if you look at super old baseball, you know, the pants were ankle length and you pulled them up.
Right. You just hiked them
up.
And
then they started making them where they were already short. And you would just have you would have to have the pull-up socks or it would look funny.
Right.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of
match the attire there.
My next favorite.
Ooh, those are pretty cool.
Snowboard socks.
Yeah, I was okay.
Yeah.
I like that you snowboard. That's
Those
pretty
are.
sweet.
I've
That's
only
rad.
gone a few times, but that's what those are. And they have a different kind of roughing.
Whatever.
Was it roughing? Ruching. They have a different kind of ruching.
Yeah, I forgot to bring mine. I have alien snowboarding socks as well. I think it's pretty fitting to the
left, right.
mine also have that.
Shout out to Chris Lund, left, right. He's like an artist. It's actually his name's Chris, but yeah.
Back to the game. I'm gonna go G2.
Oh yeah, do that, and you're gonna get a hit, bro.
Ooh, I think we're getting near the last boat here.
I-10.
You know, it's really funny.
That sounded like Homer.
I-10.
Oh,
Dude.
Cool.
I have some Duff beer socks. I didn't bring them, but I have them.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Too.
Dude, where's my boat?
Right here.
I'm gonna go. And now I'm just FOMO, bro. I'm panicking. H4.
Man, you're so close, so far away.
I'm pretty sure he's cheating, but go ahead.
I'm cheating so hard. I'm gonna sync with H2.
Ah!
As riveting as this is, I'm out.
I don't know if you just didn't put this.
You're out, Kelly?
Yep.
Bye.
I'm just gonna put. Well, I'm running this, so I'm gonna put my camera and my mute on.
That's fine. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I have a stop broadcast button.
Nice
we'll close
chatting.
out. We'll close
Oh,
out.
you do? Okay, all right, cool.
Have a great gig.
See you later. You know what's funny is you.
Sock test.
What's my test?
Brand.
Oh man. So, I'm gonna cheat. Read the bottom. Tory Richard, huh?
Yep.
I don't know.
Do you know this one?
I don't know this one.
Look at the symbol on the far left, and then kind of look at the sock and maybe think about where that might have
I
come
can
from.
Far left.
On the bottom where the name was, and then like there's a logo on the far left of his name, like a symbol.
Oh.
And then kind of look at the design. It sort of makes sense.
Still have no idea.
It's Japanese.
Yeah, that's all I got though.
Yeah. Well, so it's Hawaii. So Tory Richard is like one of the original.
He's an artist, really?
Yeah. Well, he's like one of the original like brands for the Hawaiian aloha shirt.
Oh, I've seen this name, but I'm
very
not
famous
really familiar
there,
with it.
and in many places
very
where people
cool.
like want to have an authentic.
I've seen that logo before.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, if you want to have an authentic aloha, there's like 3 or 4 brands that
It's
are
only
like
a couple, right?
from Hawaii. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about this game is,
What's funny is you won.
well, you guessed G2, which I don't know if you put that on your board as a hit or miss, but it was a hit on my board.
Oh, I had that, and then I replaced it with a
white. You screwed yourself.
Yeah, I totally screwed myself.
Because you were ahead.
Because I saw it, and I was like, why is that one red sitting there? And I was like, there's no way
What happened was we
that.
hit with it, and we had like a soccer intermission.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way I wouldn't have followed up on that, so it must be an error.
We
So I
never
changed it
came
to
back
white.
to it.
Dude, I
That
had
was-
the boat.
And I almost gave you that tip 2 different times, and you said no. I was gonna be a fair guy.
That's right. That's cool.
That's funny.
One more sock type. Sock education. What do you think? What do you think these are? Interesting, right?
These are not your average sock. Did you break your foot?
Look at them. How funny, right?
I have not seen this before. I sell lots of socks.
Yeah, right.
What,
and
what
it's
is-
because you're curious, obviously, because it's so big, right?
like this goes over a shoe.
Yeah, it's meant to go. The little penguin guy, right? They're really thermal, super thermal like material. Yeah. So they go over whatever. Whatever else you've already got, you basically put these over that.
It's insulator, huh?
Yeah, it's more of an insulator.
What would you use these for? What do you use these for?
I went to Alaska once. That was it.
Probably cold.
Only time I ever used them.
You need them?
I don't need them now.
No, did you when you went there?
They were nice.
Yeah.
It was nice, yeah. Because I had like rain boots, like galosh type rain boots.
Oh, right.
And they were definitely nice to have on top of my, already socks and other stuff. They're pretty cool.
I guess the last sock
Assuming
that
I was using them
show,
properly.
So like I don't know. I feel like as humans we like things that are rare.
We do.
We like things that nobody else can get.
Unique.
What's wrong with that? You know. So one time,
Here, I gotta switch. I'm switching the camera to you. There you go.
So this is a Hawaiian sock made for Hawaiian stores only. Dude. It's got like some hula girls on it, like a ukulele.
I'm into this.
It's very cool.
I love it.
White background. I'm really scared about white socks because you could stain them easily, you know, or get them dirty or whatever. Yeah, show them off. But anyways, so being that we are the #1 distributor of this brand Stance and the whole nation, we were able to get some socks that weren't even for our territory. So we picked up these limited edition Hawaiian Waikiki Kawaii socks, and I had them. I lost one of these guys up until recently for almost a whole year. I didn't have the mate to my favorite sock, and now I'm reunited, and I wear them all the time now. It's pretty awesome,
dude. We got I think this camera is the camera. Hold up your board. I got my ass whooped.
He was very close to
the finishing shot.
Whoops. But yeah, he's very close. Very close.
He's still there.
Hey, it was close,
man. I made a mistake shot.
Yeah, he sabotaged himself. That's for sure.
All right, dude. Well, folks,
that was good stuff.
Now and in the future, enjoy socks, and we'll be back. See you soon. If you're in the future listening to this, go check out the video, scrub through, check out some awesome socks. Have fun with all the events. And yeah, Yo Big or Yo Home. Check out the podcast. And Juice Radio, the other podcast. And
thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, California Sock Company.
Yeah, CaliforniaSockCompany.com.
Check it out. And
stay classy, yo.
Stay classy, yo. Bye, Kelly.
Stay
Have fun.
classy, guys.